rain here in southeast, in Bexhill. And for the first time, after a long time, I smelled that beautiful smell of wet earth, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Instead of the awful metallic, for the first time, that beautiful smell that you used to smell after a storm or a rain that you forget is no longer there. And yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I smelt it too.
Yeah, there you go.
Your brain has a memory to associate smells and even songs. You know, when you split up with your girlfriend you were in love with, and that was the song at number one, it brings back all those feelings. And that's the same with smell. You know, if you haven't smelt that for years, or you smelt it when you were a young child, and then you smell it again, it brings it all back again.
Yeah, well, I would say here a good 5-6 years that I usually I dread now the smell after a heavy rain, but this time has rained, and I could feel that it was doing something, because it was not like a water bomb, goes half an hour and then stops, so that does nothing actually, that brings death. It was different this time.
Yeah. If any of you looked on the precipitation satellite on Weather Online, you will see what the etheric discharge for 4 days looks like. It's amazing. It's fine rain scattered for hundreds of thousands of square miles across the whole of Europe and the UK. It was like sparklers going off everywhere all the time for hours.
I got a question. When you deploy the chembusters and the translators into the sky, what actually happens to the sprays? Are they pushed, or are they actually dissolved?
I don't know.
A chembuster doesn't. I don't think a chembuster so much deploys as it creates a larger field around you.
No, I'm saying when you point the cloudbuster, chembuster at the sky, and the energy actually makes contact with the chemtrail, does the chemtrail actually, the metal in it, actually dissolve into nothing, or does it get pushed off into a distance?
Well, remember what Tesla said, what ether's capable of. Electricity can't exist without it. It controls electricity, it controls all energy and gravity. Now, those metals are subject to all three of those. So if ether's a resetter, whatever damage that those metals were going to do, I think it can't do it, because ether is intercepted and reset it. It's weird.
So I've seen them completely disappear, and to the best of my knowledge, the ones that disappear completely are neutralized, vaporized, gone.
And remember that ether is pure quantum. That means it's difficult to explain what quantum is, but it's, what can we say it is? If say for example it takes you an hour to drive to London, ether's there instantly, and its reaction, if ether twitches here, the reaction's there instantly, whether it's 1 billion miles or whether it's 2 miles. Now that takes getting your head around that, but that's what quantum is.
I think eventually we're going to develop transportation that's based off of that energy, where we could basically, it's like Star Trek, you beam from one place to another instantly.
Well, a porthole will not exist unless ether's present.
There you go.
That's what it's all about. And we're looking, if I have my way within 12 months, I'll be manufacturing free energy devices. I've been given information of somebody who's made a coil 2 foot across, and they've placed a plasma ball in the middle of it. Listen to this. A plasma ball in the middle. No electric supplied, nothing. The plasma ball fires up, and if you get a copper rod and touch the plasma ball, the copper rod goes red hot and starts glowing at the end. No energy supplied. And I spoke to Larry Woods, who's a physicist, and his father was a physicist, and he said, that is incredible. Nobody's ever done that before. He says what he's done is used the plasma ball to convert the energy from the coil into a totally different form of energy. And the moment you suck the energy from the plasma ball forces the coil to draw in more energy to replace it. So the coil has now turned it into a massive vortex for sucking more energy in the more you take out.
So technically you could run a car on this or run appliances in your house.
You can run anything, because the more you take out, the more it provides.
Oh man, you better take your money that you get from all your earnings and put it towards bodyguards.
I was thinking...
That wasn't my idea, that was Son and Phillips.
Yeah, but if you start manufacturing and using them, you're going to be targeted, man. You better be careful.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
Well, you don't sell it. It's what you do. You provide it for people.
Ah.
But that is what Tesla...
Yeah, once you say you're selling something, then you're becoming property of the government.
Yeah.
So basically you're going to give the blueprints online, or you can actually sell people kits through the mail? I mean, someone has to pay the shipping, though.
Well, it would be
just like we've transferred knowledge in this group.
It would be amazing if you could make it go viral in 24 hours. It's too late then, isn't it?
We just wanted to show you the California skies and the success we've had working as a team in the area since December. There were only a few of us, and now, I mean, we've had a week of the most
Real blue.
glorious skies we haven't seen in so long.
And a fog line. It's natural.
There was fog this morning.
Yeah.
I haven't seen fogging. But thank you. We're so grateful.
Brilliant, thank you. Well,
I haven't seen natural fog down here in ages.
No.
I would like to see that.
That's where Willem Reich, you know, when he sorted the problem in the desert, he never made it rain. Do you know what happened? Every morning, a fog and a mist would rise out of the earth and soak everything. And that's how the life came back. All the insects had got water again. The plants had got water from a mist that would rise up from the ground in the morning.
I never thought I would crave fog. You know what I mean? I never thought I would get to that point of craving fog.
Yeah, but remember, it's not smog, it's fog.
Yes, yeah.
Which is droplets of water.
And now I hope the team understands why this group is secret and why we have to protect it so strongly, because this is literally the key to the future of our planet. And if this stuff gets out, you know, through trolls or, you know, agents, you know, trying to sniff their way through our group, then, you know, it compromises our effectiveness.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but if Facebook controls everything, then they can have access to the etheric page and the chat and everything as well. You see what I mean?
They can, but the thing is that there are literally millions of Facebook users and countless groups, and for them to actually know who to zero in on, they don't have the manpower to watch everyone all at one time.
Yeah,
so you have to actually be red flagged by creating attraction to yourself. Then they'll zero in on you and look and follow you around. But if you're blending in, they don't know who's got what. There's so many people, so many groups.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And any shill who thinks that people can change the weather and solve the Earth's problems with an 8-inch pipe or a 6-foot pipe, their lights go out instantly, because they'll think, what a load of crackpots, I'm wasting my time here, and then they move on. Surely.
Yeah.
I've really more thought about encrypted messaging services. Like, I know WhatsApp's encrypted, but there are a couple of other ones like Whisper and Signal and stuff like that.
Oh yes, I think it was Sean. I think I registered with Seed.
And Unseen.
We have a SID chat, a group chat already, and we've got a bunch of people on the team on it already. So, if you guys want to, you know, ask about that or get on that, there's an option right there.
Where?
Yeah, we've created. Sonia, I think you're connected already, and we've got an Ether deployment one, which hasn't been very active. And then we've got one just for California, which we are using quite a bit. So it's better to break them up into regions so that people stay more focused on just their region.
Yes. Okay.
So, Sonia, you can be the lead for Italy over there.
I'm not in Italy. I'm in UK.
Oh,
I'm Italian,
okay.
but I live in UK.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
so
okay.
I'm Harry's team.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I follow
That's
the
probably the
direction.
best now.
Yes.
Right. Before we close the conversation, I'll let Sean finish off anyway, but I just wanted to share some of the technology with you that I think all of us should possess. And it's something Tesla invented, and the CIA called it quackery. Now, Tesla had a serious accident and broke multiple bones in his body, but he used this device to fix them, and within 3 weeks all his bones were healed.
Okay.
Interesting, eh?
Yeah.
And I've just bought one of these. I haven't received it yet in the post. But
I saw it on eBay.
yeah.
The purple wand.
Yes.
Violet ray generator. Violet ray generator.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, it's very low energy but high voltage. Let me see if I can share screens. It might allow me. Tell me if you can see the screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, that's the piece of kit I purchased.
We lost you.
I can see you, but there's a very loud hum.
Yes. Yeah.
Here,
I lost Harry.
Is that better?
Yes.
I've turned the volume down a bit. So that's the kit. Now what it does, I believe it's very closely related to an etheric charge. If you keep rubbing it into your scalp, your hair starts to return after 8 weeks. Amazing. Now,
Industry. We use these in the hair industry.
yeah, I paid £105 for that, and it's mint condition from 1920, fully working.
And you have to get the older versions, not anything after 1950s.
Yeah, the modern ones are about a tenth of the power and work slightly differently.
Can you show us again?
And what else does it do? For the brain.
Well, we can put that on the population, man.
Now,
Yes.
Helps with hair growth.
I don't know if you can still see my screen,
Yeah.
but this one was amazing. There are 22 pieces of kit in there. That's a German-made one, and all these are based on Tesla's ideas. But I didn't win that one. It went for I missed out by £1.
So I believe you could associate this kit with the same effects as an orgone generator, just more in a handheld device that's easier to build than a huge box that you put in your house.
Yeah, this is it does weird things. Very, very good health properties for cell growth, regeneration. But interestingly, remember Wilhelm Reich generated an etheric charge inside a glass tube, and it was violet blue, and that's exactly the same colour as this.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, maybe it has nothing to do with it, but I use violet glass jar as containers for my skincare, and apparently it's what the Egyptian used to because it only let in the beneficial spectrum of light in, and therefore the jar acts as a preservative and enhances the molecular the product at molecular life. I mean, to put it simply, if you put a small tomatoes in one of these jars, after 6-7 months it's intact. And I'm wondering, violet, maybe there is some, I don't know, some similarities on this. maybe that's why it's called violet glass, because I don't know. Yeah, it's the same color. It's dark violet, and they're amazing jars.
But you get an arc.
Sorry?
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So it arcs, but you can have 3 people in a row. It's similar to electrical currents, but all people holding hands will feel a charge go through, and the last person will have the voltage charge going across the same as that.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
But very, very good for your health, unusual.
And what, does it come with instruction on how to use for, I don't know, it can be used for hair growth and what else? I don't need hair growth, I've got too much hair. So.
It replenishes your skin, any bacteria in your skin, any spots, blemishes. There's a whole list of things that it is good for.
Wow, that's amazing.
Well, put it this way, Tesla healed his bones by connecting up with this technology. So,
just by looking at it, it's amazing.
yeah.
Hey Harry, I have to get going.
Okay, yeah, no, it's we're well overdue. I'll let Sean, I will let you have the last say, mate.
That's about it. I just want to reiterate what Lenny had spoken of earlier, that we're doing amazing things. We need to kind of keep a lid on the group. If you do want to add anybody to the group, from now on, talk to us first and make sure that whoever you're adding to the group, you trust them with your life, that they understand a little bit about the group and what we're doing, and that they're definitely awake on chemtrails and weather modification. We're not here in this group to educate anybody on chemtrails and weather modification. We're here to clear the crap. And so we're trimming down the group size slowly but surely, and we want to keep it a good, solid group where we can start sharing more information with people.
I believe we're going in the right direction, and we've had some fantastic results. I mean, if you wrote down on a blank page and said, what would you like from Translators? And you said, well, I'd like to bring more snow to California and end the drought, and we'd like to bring rains to other countries and reset the clouds and bring blue skies, you'd think that was a big, tall order. But we've done it. Oh, and by the way, we'll stop chemtrails as well.
Yes. Well, that's amazing.
Yeah.
By the way,
Love you, Harry. I love you.
Thank you. My wife's not listening.
Same here.
really quick before you
Love you,
leave.
Sean. Everyone in the group.
Everybody.
Love you all.
And remember,
Lenny's got one more thing.
every one of you was hand chosen by Ether.
That device you have, the one that you just showed us from Tesla, that uses scalar wave technology, I believe. That's Orgon.
Right.
And this is a rest shield, and that also uses as a scalar wave device. It's developed by Ken Rolla. So it's got the organite pyramid technology on the top, but on the base is Dr. Constantine Miles' scalar wave generator. So this is a scalar wave accumulator, but this is a scalar wave generator that's generating out. The other one actually attracts it from the outside ether.
Wow.
What is called ratio?
Rest shield, like you're resting, rest shield.
Can you spell it?
R-E-S-T, rest, like sleep.
Yeah.
And this actually lowers the brain waves, so it actually de-stresses living organisms, so you can sleep better, and it actually propagates plant growth and stuff like that.
Ah, so rest, and then the rest?
Yes, exactly the way it's spelled in the text here.
R-E-S-T, and then what else?
R-E-S-T, Rest Shield. You can get it on freshandalive.com.
Restio, okay. So I-O at the end.
Shield.
Comments are in the sidebar, Sonia. Comments are in the sidebar. He's writing everything for you.
Yeah, my buddy Ken makes these things. They're amazing. So
Okay.
he's quantum physics, so he's all into the stuff. A lot of the stuff we do, he also is into.
Okay.
When are you going to get Ken to build a big translator of Cloudbuster thing?
I don't think he's aware of the translator technology, because that's more Trevor, but he studied Reich, and the only problem or criticism he had of Reich's Cloudbuster is he thinks that the grounding rod destroys beneficial bacteria and organisms in the ground that helps propagate plant growth, but that was the only discrepancy he had.
I think he needs to just order one of Perry's 18-inch translators. And,
I think so too.
Get him on the phone.
He's very, very hard to get a hold of. He does tours around America doing these radio show interviews about how to detox the chemtrails out of the body and that and GMO stuff out of the body. So he's very, very high in demand. But Ken is, there he is. There's a picture of him in the text.
Lenny, he was just recently sick. This is Johanna. I've been in contact with him, and I think he's just kind of going to stick with his scalar technology unless we actually send him a translator. I don't think we're going to get him on board, so we need to gift him one.
Yeah, I don't have a problem, or anybody else here, if you want to send him one. I mean, he'll definitely test it because he's a scientist and an electrical engineer and a quant.
Well, we've got the new person coming on in Florida, correct? I don't know how far they are from him, but maybe they can be the one to go forward and show him.
He was the original one that taught me how to make my organized pyramids, so I owe a lot of what I know. I mean, years before I met Harry, he was the first guy that got me into chembusters and organ pyramids and the pucks and stuff like that. So
Maybe he's not ready for this technology. Maybe we just let him do what he needs to do. We'll